baby shark.
In case you're wondering.
Hey guys, I'm Chris.
I'm Vicky.
And I'm Amber, and welcome to In Case You Were Wondering.
In case you were wondering, welcome. We know it's been a little while, but we are jumping right back in.
And you notice we're probably wearing the same clothes as last episode. And guess what? We're back recording.
We really are. Big surprise. Everybody does it.
Yeah.
I will say we just recorded an episode about Wicked, which we're excited about coming out.
Mm-hmm.
But today, we're talking about something completely opposite of Wicked, which is
Cobra
Kai Season 6.
The last one.
The last
sadly.
one.
Well, it depends on if it is.
We'll see if they actually let it die. I have a hard time believing that they're going to just walk away if they have a chance to do 7 or 8 or 27 seasons. They're saying right now that Season 6 of Cobra Kai is supposed to be the final one. I've got to be honest. As a kid of the 80s, I remember watching The Karate Kid when it came out. I watched all of them growing up multiple times, and I've really enjoyed just really seeing those movies. And so I realized Cobra Kai is a show that was made just for me. And I'm so thankful, but I'm also glad that you guys get to enjoy it too.
You know, I actually heard Jackie Chan might have a cameo in this.
You know, I had heard something about Jackie Chan, though I will say, having checked the cast of characters.
But also, you know how
He's
it goes
not
when
listed.
it's cameos? Sometimes it's not listed.
Right, he could be like somebody's car mechanic or something for like 5 seconds.
The landlord.
It's interesting that they don't have him listed as one of the actors. But again, how often have we found where sometimes there's a leak about somebody being in the movie or in the show? It's not listed,
but they're in it.
Then they actually end up being in there after all.
Yeah.
So maybe it's supposed to be a surprise. I absolutely love Jackie Chan. Not my favorite Karate Kid version, but I like him anyway.
Well, me and Vicky always knew him because of like classic films.
Spy Next Door.
Spy Next Door. That's
Rush Hour.
Yep,
Yeah, Rush Hour. Yep.
Tons of Jackie Chan movies. If we get to see him, that would just be like the cherry on top. I think for me, my concern as seasons continue and as shows wrap up is how are they going to take this story and give it a proper ending? And so that's really what I'm hoping. We've been following this journey of Ralph Macchio as the Karate Kid, as Daniel LaRusso, from this young boy from Jersey and seeing him grow and mature. We see the opposite journey, I think, from William Zabka, who I think he's really trying to find himself. They kind of begin as these enemies, and they grow to, I think, respect each other over time.
Well, they were actually butting up for a little bit, and then they went back to a rival.
That's probably one of the consistent things in this entire show has been they're opposites, they come together. They're opposites, they come together.
Well, the whole point of this show is like it's not going to be like each dojo's. It's like not one is good, not one is bad. They both have goods and bads about each other. That's the whole point.
Who was it that said it was almost like teaming up with all of his old bullies?
Oh, I did.
Okay.
Before we filmed.
I thought that was really good observation.
I thought it was because, we leave with him going back to Okinawa, and he comes back with his bully or his enemy from there.
Yeah, from the second movie, he pops up and becomes an unlikely ally on his side, and also kind of helps to train the students. Whether it was a good decision or not, I think the jury is out. I thought that was a really neat thing to see. He kind of connects more with Mr. Miyagi and some of the technique he had missed out on, and kind of developed a friendship maybe that he had not thought he was going to have.
And in the last season, we noticed that Gianni is now having a budding rekindling of his kid, and with Miguel, and now having another little one on the way that kind of like brings them together. We're really seeing his life flourish a little bit.
Exactly.
Even with the character of John Kreese, played by the incomparable Martin Kove, I'd always thought of him as being the consummate villain. And the idea that after being betrayed by Terry Silver, who is played by Thomas Ian Griffith, the idea that he would end up joining Daniel and Johnny to go and be against him, that was kind of mind-blowing. We're going to see how all that plays out right here in this trailer Hopefully you guys are as excited about this as we are. Let's go ahead and take a look.
We've been fighting so long. Against each other.
Oh, yeah.
With each other. It's hard to
Oh, of course.
The training, the tournaments, the rivalries, the lessons.
Oh, I remember that.
I
It
do.
hasn't
That's
always
sad.
been smooth. But after all this time, we've built something. Together. To be proud of.
So let me ask you. Do you have one more fight left in you?
Love the electric guitar riff.
Yep.
Right. I gotta say, I saw Daniel go into that famous crane kick stance.
What if he just toppled over? He's like, oh, ow, my back. Can you imagine? He did that, and then he's
I
like,
know.
my legacy, I can't do it.
Like, the crane kick, though, is his signature move.
Yeah, from the very first
So
movie.
it kind of makes sense that he's going to break that one out here. I think that they basically gave us, like, little snippets of things we know that the kids are going to be featured heavily. I do feel like as much as these seasons of the show have really been talking about showing the division between Cobra Kai and Miyagi-Do, I think we're going to see a lot more of those divisions healed and brought together.
Yes.
I think we're really going to go and see that. Again, I really just wonder, they've gotten things to a point here between both of these groups. They're as divided as they possibly can. I guess that's my question. Miyagi was all about peace. He was all about unity. He was all about not fighting unless you absolutely have to. And I think it's sad, almost, in his name, they're far more divided and violent than they've ever been.
I think when I was watching the seasons, my favorite part was when Gianni and Daniel both trained them in separate but kind of similar ways.
Mhm.
So Gianni decided to put them in a junkyard to just learn how to
the
climb.
cement mixer.
Yeah.
The cement mixer.
Yeah.
Cement mixer.
I wouldn't want to be in there.
And then
No.
Daniel had them learn balance and
on the
teamwork
water.
and everything. But you also had the balance and teamwork. But they are both separate ways of learning.
Well, if you think about it, Daniel and Johnny really are yin and yang.
Yeah.
And together, they really could be
Something special.
something special. They haven't quite gelled yet.
Yeah.
But that was always something that I had hoped that would happen. And I'm going to guess that that's where we're going to end things. The producers for the show have been very adamant that they've had a very clear vision for where they wanted things to end.
Yeah, and definitely the feud between Miguel and Johnny's son, which I completely forgot the name of. I'm so sorry. But that feud that started with the separating of the dojos, Daniel's daughter dating both of them, and then none of them, and then teenage angst, I think, added on to there, causing, Miguel's back to be broken against a...
Oh, I mean, I'd almost forgotten that he had broken his back. And he did go through a very miraculous recovery.
Yeah.
I wish I was going
right?
miraculously within a couple of months.
Whatever they did to help him heal.
Must be the laser from Star Trek.
It must be. But bottom line, I really am excited. I can't wait. Hopefully you guys are excited as we are for what's coming out. It really is going to be good. God, I hope they end it well. That's all I have to
totally
say.
agree with
Don't.
that.
They gotta stick the landing.
Yeah.
How horrible is it when you get to the very end and they just butcher it? It's sort of like
they could have a final season or a redo season.
they're like Fuju. Maybe they'll just keep on making seasons.
Yep.
It'll be like Supernatural.
Yep.
Or
it was
Grey's Anatomy. Right? They're just gonna keep on going. The days of our lives. We'll have to wait and see.
Mm-hmm.
I still have a hard time believing that they're going to happily end it on 6. Maybe they're going to have just the most amazing ending ever, and that's all we need.
Or it's going to turn into another side series, not Cobra Kai, but something else.
Maybe. I could see spin-offs.
Miyagi-Do.
I could definitely see spin-offs. Hey, if you guys could see spin-offs, let us know in the comments. Tell us if you're excited or not. We want to hear from you guys. Hey, as always, I'm Chris.
I'm Vicky.
And I'm Amber, and thank you for all the support you have given us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You
Let
guys
us
are
know
awesome.
if you want us to react to anything within the comments below.
Yeah.
Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.
Take care.
Bye.
In case you were